Welcome back to another reaction video, and today we're checking out a brand new one from Poppy. I think at the time of recording this, it's only been out for like an hour or two, and it looks to be a shorter song. You never quite know what you're going to get from the queen of versatility. So let's dive into it, shall we? Poppy, Unravel, official visualizer. Let's see what you got.
If every wait is forever, is it worth all the trouble it's caused? My vacant eyes can't read that room. They run me like a spectacle. I cut to the point. I'm switching gears. I'm pulling a knee-jerk first response. Now I'm feeling full. I didn't contain the feeling at all. Watch me unravel, tangled in the thoughts of a doubt. Silence in the shadows. You lift me up to pull me right back down again. Watch me unravel, tangled in the thoughts of a doubt. Silence in the shadows. Lift me up to tear me back down. Unravel. Curse.
Okay, dude, give me a second to talk about a couple of things. Now listen, I've heard more Poppy songs than what I've reacted to on my channel because I'm actually a fan. And I feel like I've jumped in at different points and I've got to experience all different kinds of creative outlets that she has, right? So I've heard the really experimental, very atmospheric, very aggressive side of things. And this seems to be, in a weird way, a shock to the system because it so far is just a beautifully written, almost power ballad and done very, very well. I will say a couple of things. I am a massive fan of when someone takes that 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, that it's a waltz. It's a really powerful melody. It's the sway that you tend to have versus the 4/4, right? And to write a vocal melody on top of it, which kind of almost helps you forget that, or at least not invest in it as a primary, is really smart. I will say this as well. She's got a great voice. And sometimes when a singer has a very high kind of more delicate vocal, it's easier for them to not invest in those kind of frequencies within the other instrumentation, primarily guitars. And what I mean by that is you tend to get this, as a result, you tend to get an opposition, right? Something that in no way tries to compete for that EQ space. And so you get a lot of low drive, not what's happening here. And you could tell that that was going to be the case just by how they started out. I really like that kind of drum and bass bit that they pulled in, where it feels like the snare is placed comfortably on the first phrasing and rushed on the second. But that repetition of those two cycles makes it feel like it's just completely ordinary in the best possible way. I'm a massive fan of what they're doing right here. It says visualizer, but good God, music video. If this is a visualizer, then the videos are going to be insane. I'm a massive fan, and what I'm a fan of more than all these intricacies in the songwriting is her ability to do exactly what she wants to do when she wants to do it. More music.
Send the light held in the moon, falling for what I dreamed to be true, scratching my throat, painting me blue. Hold me like I want you to. I cut to the point. I'm switching gears. I'm sorry. I blame my own design. Now I'm feeling full. I didn't contain the You lift me up to pull me right back down again.
Oh, God. That song is absolutely primed for another double chorus. It's really, really good. And you always have it in the back of your head if that heavier side's going to come out. And this is the beauty of why I love doing reactions and why music is so much fun. The first listen is this what if. It's filled with possibility. You try not overthink it, but especially when you're filming content, you're trying to add value to something that is already very valuable, and or at least you should. As a reactor, you should be adding value. And you have these thought processes of what are they going to do with a song like that? It's so easy to go into all kinds of different bridges, but the most logical answer is dial it up. It's go heavier. I didn't want to stop again because it's such a short song, and I'm making a really conscious effort of allowing the music to flow as much as possible while doing this thing. But what a scream, what an aggressive take to the guitar work, some of those bends, some of the much lower notes, some of those almost isolated single or double string strums that give it this kind of very low drive and aggression and sinister element to it on top of those screams, or to support those screams. But now you know what the song's about. So on a second listen, you get to go back, and it's not about guessing anymore. It's about anticipation. It's about waiting for that magical moment to kick in. I think this is something that's going to be very powerful. It's the kind of song you would see I want to say teenager, but really anybody in their room just kind of like emoting as hard as they can to this, because it does feel, I need to go back and listen again from a lyrical point of view, but it just sounds and feels like a beautiful ballad with a lot of conflict and a really smart redirection of energy towards the end. And that's how you know it's really good. When the song ends and you're like, God, just one more chorus, just one more. That's how you know that they've hit a sweet spot. And absolutely beautiful. This would be something to see live. I think it would be magic, as would a number of the other songs. So looking forward to more. If you want to see more Poppy, or there's something that isn't on my playlist of Poppy reactions that you think I would like, please put it in the comments below and put a link to that video as well, so I know I'm looking at the right one. Appreciate you all. Thanks for spending your time and trading your minutes to watch this. You should be very critical of who you trade your minutes to watch and to give up time for as a content creator. It's one of the most important things. And I'm eternally grateful. So thank you. Have a wonderful day. Catch you at the next one. Peace.